Yo guys, as you can tell by the thumbnail and by the title of this video, did almost say thumbnail and title in one sentence though. Anyways, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, I am back with a Raw review. And yes, you are probably wondering, it's Thursday, why are you uploading a Raw review on a Thursday? Raw does not happen on a Wednesday night. Yeah, a bit weird. Well, I just haven't had time to film it. Didn't have time to film it Tuesday. Some stuff going on. Yesterday was out pretty much near enough all day, so I just didn't have time to film it. So unfortunately I've had to film this on a Thursday, but I still wanted to get out a Raw review, even though Raw was like literally 4 days ago now. I still wanted to get one out because for one, it would be weird because I've been doing Raw and SmackDown reviews for like almost like a month now, or over a month, and I could not do a Raw review on the week of the PLE that is Night of Champions. So that's another reason why I'm still doing the Raw review, even though it's 4 days late. But just wanted to get that all out there. Second of all, I want to say I'm sorry for the fan noise. If you can really hear it, it is boiling in my room. Third apology, sorry that the camera quality is dark, but with my curtains wide open, because I have to have them completely wide open for my quality to not go like a blue. Like, my quality is very good, very good, but for some reason when I've got my curtain like half open half shut to let in a little bit of light, because if I lean back a little bit, because of the curtain being shut on one half of the curtain, it kind of makes me have like a hint of like blue, looking like I'm under the seat. So I have to have them fully open to stop that from happening, but it's just way too bright. It's way too bright for me. So I'd rather just film it comfortably than be like constantly like this all the time. And yeah, it's just too bright with the curtains wide open. And then with my light on, my light is good because it's just a white light, but it's because my room's small, it makes the quality on the camera look really weird. So unfortunately you just have to deal with the darkness. But this is how I used to film all the time. I used to film YouTube videos, back when I used to film YouTube videos like every single day near enough. I used to film them in this kind of lighting because my room would be an orange tint before I got my new LED lights. So I've been filming like this since I started YouTube anyway, and it doesn't matter. It's not like you can't, like, the quality's not good or anything, or you can't see me because it's that completely dark. But yeah, I just wanted to get out those three things so you know why I haven't filmed a Raw review. Sorry about the noise of the fan, and why the quality is very dark. But I kind of like this. I kind of like it. So yeah, I gave this week's Raw a 4 out of 5 because I felt all the matches were really enjoyable to watch, apart from Jade Cargill versus Roxanne Perez. But the segment wise, apart from Rhea, Raquel and Roxanne's segment, I didn't really enjoy it as such. And Seth's segment, I enjoy Seth's segments, but that's it. Like, nothing else really. So yeah, I gave this week's Raw a 4 out of 5. Yeah, so let's just kick straight on with this because it's already been a 4-minute interview. A 4-minute intro. So I just want to get straight onto it. This is all I wrote for Raw this week, and a lot of it is the same segment. So as you can tell, barely anything happened on this week's Raw. But anyway, Seth, Bronson and Paul Heyman kicked off this show, and the main point that I took from Seth Rollins' promo, there was a lot said, but I don't ever like digest every little thing that he says, but I take away like the main point. And the main point for me is that Seth was complaining that the fans don't know what they want because they sing his song, they do his catchphrase, they bark for Bron Breakker. That sounds so weird. They bark for Bron Breakker, but then Seth will say something that they don't like and then they boo, and then they change their mind, and now I'm going green. What is going on with this? seriously, sorry guys, sorry. Okay guys, we're just gonna have to deal with this slightly blue tint because it's better than the green tint, but it's just annoying that it keeps going like blue and then this colour. And then, was it gonna do it again? No, not doing it now. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah. Just don't like having my curtains too wide open because it's just way too bright. Anyways, yeah, so Seth was, obviously when some things that Seth says, he gets booed for it, and then some things, like his song, or the catchphrase that he used, I am a visionary, I am a revolutionary, I am, so all that segment, all that catchphrase that he does, they copy along. So Seth was complaining that they constantly are changing their minds whether to cheer Seth or boo Seth, which is kind of true. That's why I think this whole like rumour of Seth getting a song change is a very, very good idea, because then that will get rid of the singing, so they won't be able to do that anymore, and that will help Seth's heel character a lot more because they won't have that song to vibe to. He spoke about Punk, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, and Penta, because obviously his constant ongoing beef with CM Punk. Roman Reigns, they took him out and he is nowhere to be seen. Cody Rhodes keeps getting involved in their business, but they haven't actually attacked Cody Rhodes yet, which is very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Do think that Cody Rhodes is turning heel, but we'll get more onto that at some point down the line. Like this, sorry guys, it's going to be doing this throughout the video, just going blue. I'll try and sort it out for the next video, because I've got 2 raw videos to film today, so I'll try and sort the quality out for that one, but I don't know. I honestly don't know why that keeps happening. Might have to put the camera on my windowsill, but for now I'm going to leave it like this. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, and then, yeah, so I think Cody is turning heel, but we'll get onto that in a different video. Also, LA Knight keeps getting involved in their business, and they took him out last week with 7 tsunamis. No, I don't think it was 7 tsunamis. Was it? No, it wasn't 7 tsunamis. Can't it be? It was a lot of tsunamis anyway. I did write it down actually. 3 tsunamis and 2 spears. LA was taken out with, and that he is now out for the foreseeable future. I did say that he'll be out for a couple of weeks, and then he'll return to attack Seth Rollins, and that'll set up Seth Rollins versus LA Knight at Saturday Night Main Event. There we go, I could be right with that one. And then obviously he spoke about Penta, because Penta has a match coming up with Bron Breakker. He said he's the best because he created Roman. No, I'll probably say that CM Punk created Roman in a way, because he brought him into the Shield, so I wouldn't say he did, but okay. And was the first World Heavyweight Champion, so the new one, not the old one, not the big gold World Heavyweight Champion, the first World Heavyweight Champion in the new generation. And he also was the first NXT Champion, which is very, very, very true. He was the first new World Heavyweight Champion, and he was the first NXT Champion, so he is right with that one. And then the first match to kick off the night was Bron Breakker versus Penta, as I just said. And oh my god, what a match. Like, we complain when wrestlers have a lot of one-on-one matches, but the one match that I won't complain if it happens very, very so often is Bron Breakker versus Penta, because every time those two have been in the ring together, whether it's a fatal 4-way, whether it's a triple threat, whether it's a tag team, whether it's a one-on-one, their chemistry is just so good with one another that every single time they're in the ring, they have had absolute 4, 5-star classics. Like, they're just so good in the ring together, and that match last night didn't change that. Not last night, sorry, nope, a few nights ago, sorry, didn't change it, because they are absolutely incredible in the ring together, like so incredible. So yeah, I could watch them have a match every single week, like I really, really could. They're just so good with one another. But that spear to end the match to Penta by Bron Breakker was absolutely insane from the angle, because obviously we saw Penta jump and then Bron Breakker spear him. That angle was absolutely fucking incredible. Both angles were incredible that we saw actually, but that one, from the view of Bron Breakker giving him the spear. Absolutely insane. Like, what a match to kick off Raw. And I was like, okay, normally when Raw has a good beginning segment and a good match, first match, normally Raw is like good throughout the whole show, but I felt like the first like hour was really good, and then like about 45 minutes of the 3-hour Raw was not enjoyable to watch, and then the last like 45 minutes was decent to very good. But yeah, I just felt like the middle was very boring. I didn't quite enjoy that. But up to the Rhea bit, I started to enjoy it again. But other than that, before the Rhea bit, it was just a bit ugh, like I couldn't wait for it to sort of end, sort of thing. But yeah, apparently Dom's injured, but according to sources, Dom doesn't want to go to Saudi, because I think he's just a bit anxious because of what was going on between, you know, what's been happening. So I think Dom was scared and just didn't want to go, and now they're playing on an injury to Dom. Yeah, or AJ Styles didn't want to go. One of them didn't want to go. Dom's not injured. They just didn't want. One of them didn't want to go to Saudi, and I'm trying to think who would it be. I think it's AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles was the one that didn't want to go. Yeah. I would say AJ Styles is the one that didn't want to go to Saudi. Not Dom. I probably would actually say AJ Styles, because I think if it was Dom that didn't want to go and refused to go, I think it would be AJ Styles that would be the one that was injured. So he couldn't do his match, so they can play on that Dom couldn't do his match, because obviously he's meant to be the heel. So if Dom was the one that was complaining about going, I think they would have played on AJ Styles getting injured and on that night, and then he was out for a week or something. But because they're playing on Dom being injured, I feel like it's Styles that is refusing to go. But yeah, no, that match is now off the cards, and we've got 2 new matches happening on Night of Champions, and that is Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn, which I'm very, very excited for, and Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. They're now the 2 matches that have been added instead of Dom and AJ, and probably was going to be Rhea and Raquel, but now Dom and AJ's matches isn't happening. We've now got Styles Karrion instead, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, and then we got the final final qualifying match for the Queen of the Ring between Jade Cargill and Roxanne Perez. I'm pretty sure in my SmackDown review I had Jade Cargill to win. I'm not 100% sure though, but I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah, no, this match wasn't very good. The chemistry between Jade Cargill and Roxanne Perez was just not it. Like, they had no chemistry whatsoever. It was a very difficult watch, and it has made me realise that maybe Jade needs to like have some time in the Performance Centre. A lot of people are starting to say this because it really showed during her match with Roxanne that she was struggling a bit. And that's no hate to her at all, because if you're struggling to perform as well as you would like to, then going to the Performance Centre is probably a good idea. Because her match with Roxanne a few nights ago was just, not enjoyable, and I was so glad for it to be over. And it's made me very nervous for the match between Asuka and her, because, well, Jade Cargill, because obviously Asuka's incredible in the ring and she's very fast, and her moveset is completely different to Jade Cargill's, and I'm struggling to believe that this match is going to be any good now. I don't know, I might be proven wrong, but yeah, the match with Roxanne was not very good. But Jade Cargill, obviously, like I've just said, because she's facing Asuka, did pick up the victory. I kind of knew that was going to happen, I think. I'm pretty sure I guessed Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Yeah, I think so. I'm not 100% sure if I did, actually. I don't know, but I think I did. But yeah, anyways, the next match we had on the card not last night, I keep saying last night, a few nights ago, was Bayley versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. It was a really like decent match until Lara got involved, and then it kind of ruined the match for me because it was actually starting to get really enjoyable to watch. And then yeah, Lara got involved and caused a disqualification, and Becky won because it was a disqualification. So Becky won by disqualification. So I think they are setting up Bayley versus Lara Carrier versus Becky Lynch at Evolution in a few weeks' time. But it is kind of annoying that we didn't just get a one-on-one match, and then maybe Bayley was getting attacked by Becky after the match, and then that's when Lara got involved, but Bayley got annoyed at Lara for helping her or something like that. But instead we got a really good match, and then it was ruined because Lara got involved. But I don't know, but I can definitely see them doing a triple threat at Evolution, and I'm down for that if that's what they're going for. I am down for it because Lara and Becky matches have been really enjoyable to watch. Becky and Bayley's match was pretty decent, so all three of them in the ring together at Evolution, I feel like it could be an absolute classic. So I'm definitely down for it, just annoyed it ended in a disqualification. Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, Rhea and Raquel are going to be having a street fight at Night Champions because they got into a brawl on Monday Night Raw with one another, and Rhea was put through a table by the help of Roxanne Perez, and we got a little parallel? I don't know. The one begins with P anyway. When I can't remember who took out Liv Morgan, but Raquel was stood in the ring. She kind of turned to Liv Morgan and then picked her up while she was sat in the corner. We got literally that exact same thing, but with Roxanne Perez. So Raquel's already sort of turned on Liv Morgan, pretty much already, which is kind of a bit crazy because obviously Liv's only just left last week due to injury, and she's already been turned on by Raquel. So that was a bit random and quite quick. I didn't think it would happen that quickly, but yeah, they did set up, like I've already said a couple of times, Rhea versus Raquel in a couple of days' time at Night Champions. I'll speak more about the match when I do my Night Champions predictions, because yeah, it's happening at Night Champions, so I'll probably just speak about it then instead of speaking about it in this video. And now, how quickly we are, because of how little I wrote, we're on to the main event of Raw, which was between Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes in the finals qualifying match for the King of the Ring tournament to face Randy Orton at Night Champions in 2 days' time. And the main event was pretty enjoyable. I felt like it was one of the best main events this year. I really want to see more matches like that by Jey Uso, because I just felt it felt different. Like, it actually felt like Jey Uso had a different type of match than what we're used to when it comes to matches by Jey Uso. I don't know, there was something about his match with Cody a couple of nights ago that it just felt a bit different, and I really enjoyed that side of Jey Uso. So I'm hoping that they carry on doing similar matches to what they've done with Cody Rhodes, and they change up Jey Uso's style a little bit, because obviously he tried to use Cody Rhodes' crossroads. I don't know, but the match just felt different. Like, it felt like that it was a different Jey, and I quite enjoyed that. But yeah, no, absolute amazing main event. I think it did make it come down a little bit because I think everybody knew that Cody Rhodes was winning, so the obviousness of Cody winning kind of made the match not as enjoyable as I would have liked. But no, the main event was really good. I'm glad that Cody Rhodes won, because we're getting Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton again, because they did face each other in 2013, but we're getting it again as a prime, I'd say, Cody Rhodes. Wouldn't say prime Randy Orton, I'd say prime Randy Orton was 2008/9, but prime Cody Rhodes is definitely now, and to have a match against his mentor in Randy Orton, and his best friend in Randy Orton, and the Viper, the Apex Predator, just Randy Orton. He's having a match with Randy Orton again for I think this is the second time they've had a match. It might be the third or fourth time, but they definitely haven't had a lot of one-on-one matches. I know they had one in 2013, but can't think of any others. I mean, when Legacy broke up, I think they had a one-on-one match, but I don't think they did. I think he had a rivalry with Ted DiBiase, but didn't actually have any one-on-one matches with Cody Rhodes when that happened. I'm pretty sure they had like 2-on-1 matches, and he only had one-on-one matches with Ted. But he might have had a one-on-one match with Cody Rhodes during that whole Legacy breakup situation, but I'm not 100% sure. 100% sure, sorry. But I just know he had a match in 2013 with Randy, so it's going to be very, very, very enjoyable to see Randy and Cody Rhodes have another match in 2025. Like, we're getting two banging matches on Night of Champions: CM Punk and John Cena, and Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Like, what 2 matches for a Night Championship card? Kind of wish we got this on a US card, PLE, not US card, a US PLE, but it is what it is. It's happening at Night Champions, so it is what it is. But yeah, no, absolutely incredible main event. As I've said already, by Cody Rhodes having a match with Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes won. Yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed last night's main event. But that's it, guys. That's it for the Raw review. There wasn't really much to say about this Raw review. I am going to say now, I am filming another 2 videos, so if you see me in the same top, it's because I am going to be filming a Wrestle Crate video, and I'm also, I don't know what is it now, but that banged, and I'm also going to be filming my Night of Champions predictions, because it's in 2 days time and I don't want to film it tomorrow. I'd rather get it filmed today, and I'll probably won't put it, I'll put it out tomorrow, so that's why I want to film it today, because I don't want to film it on the same day I put it out. So yeah, so you got 2 videos that I need to film still. But anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this Raw review. Again, I'm sorry that it's late, and sorry about the camera quality change constantly in this video, but anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this Raw review, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this Raw. Did you think it was a 5 out of 5 Raw, 4 out of 4 Raw, 3 out of 4 Raw, 3 out of 5 Raw, sorry, 2 out of 5 Raw, or 1 out of 5 Raw? I think I said 4 out of 5, but I don't know, I might say 4 out of 4. But yeah, like I've said, I gave it a 4 out of 5 because I felt the matches were very decent, and Rhea and Raquel's segment, Roxanne segment was good, and the beginning segment with Seth Bronson and Paul Heyman was really enjoyable. But yeah, guys, this has been Charlie, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be a Night of Champions prediction video. Peace.